And we're back. Oops, I forgot to change your name. Well, give me a second. Nope, not that one. That one. Because you are not Stu. All right. All right. Welcome to the stream, Sylvain. It is a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining
Hello.
us.
Thank you.
So your response to the thread was about how you've done some French translation for Star Trek stuff. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, first it was I was on a forum, French forum about Star Trek, and it was starting with just a guy who was coming. I don't know who he was, and then I've been introduced to him, and he was actually a publisher for a Belgian publishing house, and I've been translating the book of Ethan Siegel's book Technology, who I translated in French. Actually, it's my first work. I'm actually a professional translator, so
Oh, cool.
I'm translating a lot of things, and my work in Star Trek was the first actually, so I'm really proud of that book actually. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
really cool. So you got a job as a professional translator off of a Star Trek forum, and then you've been doing it ever since?
no, I wish I could have worked more with him to translate other books, but sadly it didn't happen. So
Oh, okay.
maybe later.
But that was your first translation job, you said? Or was it just
Yeah,
happened?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's my first, my first.
Yeah. So then you've been doing
And
professional translation since?
um, I, I hoped I could
Oh,
work
got it.
again, but
Got it.
sadly not. But yeah,
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe
that's still
maybe
awesome.
later.
That's still awesome, dude. Congratulations. That's
Thank
really
you.
fun. What's it like taking something like Star Trek that's so like sci-fi, and first of all, putting yourself in a whole other language to think about it in English, and then translating that into French?
Um, well, the whole Star Trek thing is really interesting because um, uh, I speak English orally not really good, but I'm writing it very well, and it's interesting to see the differences between English and French because we have a real uh, a real dictionary kind of Star Trek words, Star Trek technical words, etc. And we um, we actually are building a French memory alpha is working for many of times, and now I I have worked with the shows like DS9, the next generation, for example, to translate some words I didn't know in English because I don't much watch the shows in English. I'm more watching it in
Yeah.
French, and yeah, it's kind of hard, but not so much actually. I thought it was very difficult to do, but not that much actually.
So when you see a word in English that you've never seen before, how do you figure that out in context? What clues do you use to try and figure out what word you should be using?
Uh, uh, as a professional translator, we have websites and many tools, online tools to help us with the context of each words, of each context, of each sentences. We can put the right word or not. So I'm using just a website that is really useful. Word reference with my absolute tool because there is each context. So yeah, for me that's easy with that kind of tools.
That's really cool. And you said in your tweet that you also had fan shows that you've made out of the Star Trek stuff.
Yeah. Well, uh, I did my own fan show. It's called Star Trek Burgundy. I'm working with a friend who is working on a Kelvin timeline version of his fan show, Explorer Star Trek fan production, and we were working together for with Star Trek Online. We're building our characters. We used Star Trek Online to build our characters, like anybody who plays Star Trek Online do. But we use Star Trek Online to build our characters, to build our teams, to build everything with it, and we created a whole thing. I'm actually working on Star Trek Burgundy, who is set in the DS9 era, and my friend on the KTL version. We did a crossover episode, so it's fun. So whenever you wanna see it, it's on Facebook, etc.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just Google Star Trek Burgundy right now because I want to know more.
There is not actually Star Trek Burgundy. I keep it secret actually, but
Ah,
my
okay.
friend has a Facebook page. My friend has a Facebook page, so if you wanna see it, Explore Star Trek Explorer or
Okay.
Explorer Fan
Okay.
Production.
Cool. So is this something that you're going to release eventually when it's done, or is it just something you're doing for you that's for fun?
Um, we really wish to build it like a real show, but that's hard when you don't have anything, you have no production team, etc. So it's just actually currently it's just a script. It's just a draft of the show that could be happening.
Okay, so this is like a pitch document that you want to pitch to
Yeah,
like CBS someday or something like that?
exactly.
Oh, very cool. Well, best of luck in that, Sylvain. It sounds like this is a lot of fun, and thank you for all of your hard work making sure the French fan base understands
Thank
what's
you.
going on. Yeah. And understands the Star Trek content a little better. That's really, really cool. If people want to see more about you or your work, where should they go?
My Instagram is open, so Sylvain TST is my account. Don't have much Star Trek work on it, but I can sometimes I share about it. And I'm work more in my association Star Trek French Club. So if you ever find it, you can Google it. There is always a way to find me.
Um, uh, Augie I just saw this in chat. Apparently, when we were talking about searching for Star Trek, his phone lit up and started searching for it. So apparently, your English is good enough to activate Siri at least. So good job. All right. Well, Sylvain, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an
Thank
absolute
you.
pleasure having you on. I'm going to mute us
Thank you.
again, and we're going to move on to our next guest. Thank you very much.
Thank you.